Ready on the right.
I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream.
Together, let us explore the stars, conquer the deserts, eradicate disease, and let the oppressed go free.
And bring about the freedom of these people by any means necessary.
Because people have got to know whether or not their president is a crook. Well, I'm not a crook.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
I know words. I had the best words.
You know, you could see there was blood coming out of her eyes, blood coming out of her wherever. I'm sorry.
But there's no better word than stupid.
I believe that Americans of every political stripe were hungry for a new kind of politics. Politics that favored common sense over ideology. Straight talk over spin.
Kaboom! That's right. The Hawks Nest is back. Round 2. I am your host, KP, a.k.a. K-Swiss, a.k.a. the dude who's living in America for at least a little bit longer. I'm here with Sergio, a.k.a. the Surgeon General. And, yeah, you guys
just call me Serge.
You want me to call you Serge?
I got to use my full name.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
What's up? All right, so we got a lot to get into because we may not have a country too much longer.
Great intro.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously that would be the first thing that that'd be the first thing that we have to tackle right now is the so-called, you know what? I want to go back first to the so-called Syria bombing. AKA, I think Serge called it Operation Get My Poll Numbers Up.
No, I call it Operation Show My New Car Around. Drive the new car around the block.
Okay, is
Make
that
everybody jealous? Is
that what it was? Because for anybody out there who doesn't know, he had us all fooled, and I we bombed the area, but they were using the airfield the next day.
Yeah.
So
they really bombed the airfield.
Yeah, you don't. So what exactly did we bomb?
I think they said they bombed like weapons caches.
No, they said they bombed the airfield. The only thing that they didn't bomb was the runway, which kind of defeats the purpose. What's the purpose? What was the point of doing that besides the fact of saying, "Hey, look, I'm doing something about this government"? You warned everybody, and there's more and more stuff that's coming out that, hey, the military action that we thought it was, because everybody was up in arms. Everybody said, oh, this is great. This is great. Even I said it. I can't lie. I said it. I said, you know what? That needed to happen because of, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm the person who saw pictures of what was going on and said, wow, that's really bad. Like, people are trying to leave the country. They're getting gassed, and something needs to be done about the regime. So bombs got dropped. That's all we knew. At that particular point in time, all we knew is bombs got dropped. And I was happy. I was like, you know what? Cool. Something needed to get done. Till I found out the next day that they're still using the same airfield.
Yeah.
The same one. So we, in effect, and they're actually still dropping bombs on the same people. So we, in effect, didn't do anything. 9 people were killed.
Yeah.
4 of them were actual army, I guess army people for the Syrian military.
Yeah.
The other 5 were civilians.
Well, I mean, that's usually what happens when you give advance notice that you're going to bomb a place.
Yeah. And
you give everybody a little chance to get out of there.
They say, hey, look, we're coming. So, which leads me into a week later.
Was it a week, like, to the day?
Yeah, like to the day. A week later, he's having dinner again. Because the first time he was having dinner, I don't even remember the diplomat that he was having dinner with.
The China guy?
No, China was this time.
Oh, okay.
The first time when he bombed Syria, he was with somebody else. I want to say it might have been the King of Jordan. I think it was the same day he was with the guy, the King of Jordan.
Looked like an ass during that.
Right. So
like they're talking about issues, and he's talking about how he did so great in the election. Still.
Yeah, still. I mean, we could dedicate a show to how he's still talking about everything in the past.
And by he, we mean Trump.
Our president. Yeah, our president. I'm gonna say it because he's our president. He's the president. I mean, he'll eventually figure out that he's the president.
You think so?
I mean, he's got to. You would think. I mean, he's still spitting campaign rhetoric. And why is he still talking about Hillary? That's one thing I need answered. I need him to. That's a tangent.
Maybe
though.
He's just like trying to justify to the people out there who are saying, "Not my president."
Nah, you know what it is? When you don't believe something,
you got to keep
saying it to yourself
till you believe it.
Like you look in the mirror and said, "I am a good person. I am good today."
So it's kind of like the guy from Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
Who was it?
I can't remember his name now. Why would you bring that up? Now you totally got me off my train of thought.
All I remember is the one with Michael Jordan. I can't remember. Good enough. I'm smart enough. And doggone it, people like me.
Al Franken.
Yeah.
Al Franken, who is surprisingly a senator now.
Yeah.
And he was one of the people who blocked Gorsuch. All right, either way. He comes back a week later. The Daily Guardian, and this is little known. So if anybody out there who's listening to the Hawk's Nest, this is little known. The Daily Guardian comes out with a story that says they have found concrete proof of collusion between the Trump campaign and the Russians.
I need to get that soundbite, by the way.
Which one?
Collusion.
There's collusion.
I gotta write down these.
There's collusion. So they said they found concrete evidence. So what do? We bomb another country.
Yeah.
Because anytime that we get close, there has to be something distracting. And it can't just be we can't just do a regular bomb. 59 missiles won't cut it. Not this time. We
need a tremendous bomb.
We need something tremendous. Something huge. So what do? He goes to the Pentagon and says, "Hey, I need a bomb. I need something. What do we have? We have a MOAB. What does that stand for? Oh, it stands for it's like a massive operational air blast. But the Army nicknamed it the mother of all bombs.
Sounds good. Drop one of those.
Use that one. Okay, where are we going to drop it at? You figure Syria. Syria. That would be the most logical place, right? Am I right?
Yeah, but when you want to show off your new car, you got to take it to
if you want to open up the engine.
You don't want to drive it on a road where there's rocks that can
where there's people
and
ready.
Mess up your new paint job.
You want to take it to a racetrack.
Yeah, you want to take it out there
somewhere where you can't hit nothing.
Yeah.
Somewhere where it's almost.
Take it to Daytona.
Yeah, it's like someplace that's almost sanctioned to drop it.
Everybody can see it.
Yeah. So where do we drop it? Fucking Afghanistan.
Why, Sway?
Dude, I don't know. I guess we're trying to restart. I don't know what we're doing. I thought we were trying to rebuild that country. Last time I checked, that was what the government was sending all that money over there for. We were pulling troops out of Afghanistan, and we were helping them rebuild their economy, only to drop the mother of all bombs in the country. And on top of that, our biggest bomb that's non-nuclear killed 36 people. That's it. 36 people. This is the biggest non-nuclear bomb. What's the point?
Yeah, show off, bro.
Operation Get My Poll Numbers Up. That's all it is. I'm because
I think it's get my poll numbers up, but also hey, North Korea, hey, China.
Yeah.
You guys see what we got here?
And especially to China, because once again, he was at Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah, with China's
president, President Xi.
Oh, you know what was the craziest part? And it was just I'm not going to lie and say I like Trump, because I don't. I think he's an arrogant jackass who doesn't think before he speaks.
Yeah, but he's not the first president to do that.
But the absolute worst part, I wish I had the quote in front of me, but I don't. Essentially what he was saying is, he was sitting there eating a piece of chocolate cake.
Yes.
When they came in and said, "Hey, we're ready to go. Do you want to bomb them?" So It's like this guy was sitting there watching I can relate it to us watching football, munching on some snacks.
Yeah. And
meanwhile, he's killing people.
Just out of just like a cell phone
How
call.
much was that bomb worth? Do you know? Because I think it was like
it was something like we spent. I think in total it cost $300 million.
Oh Jesus.
$300 million. So for anybody out there who thought that we were going to get some type of structure to our economy, we just dropped a $300 million bomb.
And this is coming from the party that's supposed to be the most conservative, nonetheless.
Yeah. $300 million dropped on 36 people
during a piece of cake.
36 people, bro. They just spent another $20 million building a piece of a wall that was less than a mile long. They've spent, now granted, what happened in Atlanta, that needs to be repaired. The bridge fall, the piece of I-95 or I-4 or whatever. Shout out to everybody who's in Atlanta. Sorry for your loss. But, however, I think it's a few $1 million that they spent to do that. So far, we've spent a lot of money.
Oh, yeah.
And nothing's happening except President Xi. President Xi says, okay, I see what you're doing. So how does that affect us?
They probably rolled out the big screen TV.
Yeah, they dropped the bomb, and then you know what he came out and said?
Want some cake?
No, he said, hey, look, we have our ships are right off of North Korea. So, in other words, we just bombed 2 countries, and now we're getting ready to actually try to either invade or go to war with a third country, the third being North Korea.
Yeah.
Now, President Xi, here's the thing about going to war with North Korea. We are geographically arrogant.
Yeah.
Because other countries such as Japan, China, they're worried about North Korea because they're right there. I said this last week. It's like if Canada had nuclear missiles. Think about China that way, guys. If Canada had nuclear missiles and they were ready to use them on the U.S., that's not hard. They don't need a long-range delivery system. They're right there. That's why China is like, hey, look, we'll do what you need, but
just don't fuck up our front yard.
Yeah, don't mess it up. Meanwhile, Japan, who I think the Japanese leader is gonna. I think he's actually scheduled to be here next week. Is the Japanese leader, bro? You already know what's gonna happen. We're gonna be at war. I would almost guarantee by the end of Easter weekend. Funny how this is Easter weekend.
Yeah, it happened. Oh yeah,
and things are still getting bombed.
Well, the thing is, never mind. That's more conspiracy talk. I don't want to get into that. But usually I will get into that.
No.
April is the month where they choose to do the most as far as attacks to take lives.
That makes sense.
April is
that makes sense. It makes sense because it's right around that 100 days. And to be honest with you, compared to other presidents, because Trump actually said this.
Trump don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but he said, bro, his 100 days, he compared his 100 days to saying that they were the best 100 days of any president. Because, of course, he's going to say that. Because that's how he views his presidency.
I need
right
my
now.
Maury Povich, that was a lie.
Yeah.
Soundbite.
There's a few. There's a few that we're gonna get once we actually, get everything up and running around here. But he said he had the best 100 days. Now, the 100 days actually was started by FDR. Long time ago. FDR came in during the Great Depression, passed 15 pieces of legislation. 15 in his first 100 days. Trump hasn't passed any legislation.
He's tried.
He's tried. He's failed twice. And he has gotten in one Supreme Court justice and managed to actually blow up the rules in the Senate. So, comparatively, there's only one president I can think of that's probably had a worse 100 days. And it's Abraham Lincoln. Because in his first 100 days, the Civil War happened.
Yeah.
You lost the whole South.
I really was.
Yeah.
I really blame him.
Yeah, but still, that happened in your first 100 days. Sorry, buddy. He still holds the top spot. So at least Trump's not the worst at that particular point. Same party, but different results. But I digress from that.
All I know is I just think I don't want to say scary